Hey guys, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Saga MC.
This is a show no one asked for. Welcome back. This is episode 613.
613.
613. I don't know.
I have a question.
What's up? Shoot.
A fucking question.
Shoot.
Why is it that hard to wear a mask?
Are you
It's not that hard.
Are you coming
It's
at
not
me?
even a trick fucking question.
Are you coming at me right now? Like that?
No, what I'm saying, yeah, because dude, I see all these people. There was a chick in fucking Whole Foods or whatever, irate, like fucking mad.
And she was throwing stuff out of her
Yeah.
thing.
Because they confronted her about wearing a mask.
Yeah, right.
Like
Right.
Like I fucking don't get it. Like I understand. Like I can understand if you walk in. Oh, I like that. Nice.
Yes. Ripping it.
I can understand if you were like not aware of what's going on in the world and you walked in and like, hey, excuse me, we're doing this new thing where you have to wear a mask, right? And you're like, what? No one ever told me about this policy.
Right.
Nah, let me talk to your manager. No, sir, or no, ma'am, you got to wear a mask, you know?
Right.
And then it'd be like, okay, get upset. No one told you. Signs weren't posted. The world wasn't the way it is, but it is. So it's like when people are fucking confused and getting upset because they have to wear a fucking mask.
You know what's really crazy?
It's fucking crazy to me.
I mean, and we've heard it on other podcasts before, you know. So, but it is true. It's a weird point. It's like not a weird point. It's a true point. But it's weird that this happens where like it's turned into some like tough guy thing. Like if I don't like, oh, you wear a mask. Oh, dude, you're like a bitch. You know, like
you know what's funny though to go to that point though.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird.
But on that point though,
you know,
on that point, I did agree with somebody that Rogan retweeted or laughed at. I forgot what it was, but who said it first, right? But basically the tweet was, you're a bitch if you wear a mask in your car.
Well, that's I mean, I agree with that.
That shit was funny to me because I was thinking about it. If you're in the car with like your family, you already got it.
Well, no, you're basically in your house.
That's what I'm saying. You already got it. If you're like worried about the thing you've been in already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no, I've seen a thing where this chick and she's holding a dude up against the fence, like kissing him.
Yeah.
You know? And then
I see. That was the thing.
How how dudes that wear their mask in their car like kiss or some shit.
And hey, to each their own, you know. But it's crazy because I'll see a couple wearing their mask in their car, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll immediately think they're probably thinking I have it. You know, because they're probably like, dude, check this fool out. He doesn't have his mask on. Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck, you know? But on the contrary, I do care. Mm-hmm. Just not in my car. I'm in my car. You know what I'm saying? I wipe down the hands.
My question to them, which would make sense, right, is do you wear your mask at home? And if their answer is yes, then they're right. Then I disagree, but they're right. They're consistent in their thought, right?
Yeah, they sleep with a mask on?
Yeah, if they sleep with a mask on, then, dude, I don't agree with you, but you're consistent. Like, you are about it.
So,
you know?
So I've been kind of writing stuff for my stand-up special.
Oh,
no, for like when I do a stand-up, which who knows what that's going to be like and when, you know, my first ever stand-up, right? I'm a fucking funny guy.
Right.
But I did have this to say. I don't want to give away too much, but you said don't?
Definitely don't, yeah.
Oh, well, I have a problem that when I'm wearing my mask, I notice that this is my mask, right? This is me under my mask. I'm smiling all the fucking time.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why though. Do you smile? Are you smiling when you're wearing your mask? I've asked a couple people and they say no. It's just kind of weird.
No,
but for some reason, I just have to be like this.
I've smiled before because I've realized that fact of like I can smile like no one knows, you know.
But I'm unconsciously smiling.
You're what?
I'm like subconsciously smiling.
No, you're not.
What I'm saying is I'll catch myself I'll catch myself right here. I'm like, why is this so tense?
Oh,
Because I'm doing this, smiling at everybody. So I'm thinking maybe it's like I really want to smile inside, the inside, but I have this protective barrier
yeah.
in real life. So check this out. I try to get deep with it, right? I was thinking
You try.
maybe I won't. Yeah, I try to get deep. Maybe I really want to smile because normally I don't smile. I'm
Okay.
not the smiling type of person unless something's funny, or someone makes me laugh or smile, right?
Right.
But for the most part, I'm just straight face, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
now I'm thinking like maybe this is like the facade is the mask, right? I'm wearing a mask now. The
Yeah.
mask on top of the mask is now allowing me to feel comfortable and smiling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. No, I get it. I get it.
No, it's a stretch.
I get it. It's just, I don't know. If it's covered, it's kind of that thing. It's like if a tree falls in the middle of the woods, like, does it make a sound? Like,
Well,
does
for
it,
sure it does.
you know what? No, it doesn't. I mean, no one knows you're smiling. It makes no effect. It's no one knows you're smiling. You don't even know
True,
you're
true.
smiling.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's myself trying to tell myself. I think that's the inner me trying to say, hey, it's okay to smile. Let's do it.
Well,
And my body's like, okay, but it knows I have a mask.
a little too
So
late, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's like, hey, you should smile more. You're right. Too late.
Now the world is covered. You're covered your
Yeah.
face, you know?
And that's why subconsciously my body's telling me it's okay. It's saying like, oh yeah, I'll smile. But knowing that I have the mask, that's why it's okay. It's letting me. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so it's still not really okay. You know what I
I'm
mean?
just fucked up inside.
I'm gonna start charging you therapist fees.
Oh man. I don't know.
You're
That's
running
that's
from
just
a
my
lot
thing.
of
So
stuff. You're
yeah, right.
running from a lot of stuff, clearly.
I have to unpack a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, definitely.
No, but
Definitely don't unpack the mask though.
no, right, yeah. No, but that's the crazy part, right? These people get fucking crazy and angry.
Yeah,
Like it's just
wow.
like it's just covering your face. And then the crazy part is some of these people they go to the extreme of going like and start coughing at people.
Mhm.
Dude,
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that.
I'm sorry, but
Isn't that considered assault now? I think they just changed it to assault because
really,
of what it can be.
yeah, yeah. Well, here's my thing, and I'm all about personal space, right? I'm cool if you're a friend of mine and homie, you do stupid stuff like try to grab my beard or whatever. Like people,
What
yeah,
kind
you're
of
like,
do you have?
okay, well, so this is this.
What's up?
Right? What's up, dude? No. So long story short, we used to play this game where it's like, oh, we're scratching. You're like we're scratching our nuts, right? So it's like, like just to make the other person feel comfortable.
I'm trying to follow.
It's kind of like what's a game similar? It's nothing. It's nothing like it. It was just to make you uncomfortable.
Right.
Like
Right.
if someone was to just do this to you, you do that, right?
Yeah.
Or so it's basically that you'd be like, oh, and you'd be like, dude, stop touching me. Yeah. So it's just the facial hair, right?
Right.
So anyway, so that's what I mean. Like, I'm not like, yeah, do it, but I know, oh, it's a homie. He's being a jerk. He's being a dick. Okay, and then we move on from there. It's not like, hey. But if it was a stranger, of course I'd be in another place because I remember there was one time there was a dude who's like, can I touch your beard? And I said, no. Like straight up no. Like I don't.
Of course.
Yeah, like I don't know you.
Weird. That's
Why
weird.
would you want to touch my beard? That's weird,
Aw.
right? So, like, so with that being said, if someone was to cough at me, dude, I'd be really pissed. Like, that's invading my health and personal space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at least push them away or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not right at all.
Clips of people doing that, like they're mad or something about
Because,
something.
yeah.
Coughing. I mean, I don't even see. I just small little video bites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it'll be like someone coughing on somebody else. It's really crazy. But
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying, like,
it's crazy where I seen like another dude where he tried to like stiff arm his way into the market, even though they told him like, dude,
an older guy.
Yeah, an older guy, and they were like, dude, we're not gonna serve you. You can't come in.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He was like kept walking and like pushed the worker.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, but even what's crazy is even if we allow you, like, you're not gonna ring you up.
Yeah, now you just wasted time getting whatever you're getting.
We're not gonna ring you up. So
yeah, and then the police are probably gonna be called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an older white guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The crazy part is like, dude, did you need your freaking yogurt that bad?
Yeah, you know
like,
what I mean?
Like, you know, like whatever old people eat. I'm talking to them as if they're like not human. They're, you know.
But it is kind of crazy because it's like it's not a like a political issue. It's not really like a rights issue. And even if it was, even if it was, I'm all about rights or whatever.
Yeah.
But people don't understand is that
this is a little higher than that.
Well, no. The thing is, we call them rights, you know. And yes, there are rights. There are rights. I'm not trying to, say we're not entitled to them or anything like that. We don't deserve them. That's not really where I'm going with this. But the true definition is that they're privileges. Mm-hmm. And you can lose privileges, and we have to adjust privileges.
Yeah.
Privileges. And so they're privileges until we need to like kind of adjust for the rest of
exactly. Exactly. This is a thing where I kind of agree with them being privileges, but they're kind of like, there is no takebacks on these, right? But there are times, yes, in certain circumstances where you have to bend that. Like, and as a conscious person, you would understand why they have to be bent.
I mean, okay, so think about this. Think about this. Yeah. Think about in a time of, not that this is it, but like, mm-hmm. let's say for example, someone that's all about their rights or whatever. If we're in a time of war or whatever, and we're being invaded or attacked in that way, and we call for a curfew or go out, or businesses are closed. Imagine if I was like, well, no, my rights, I can go out whenever I want. Like, no, again, it's a privilege. We lost the privilege, not from something malicious. We lost it.
But that's what I'm saying. That was a time where you have to bend it. And as a person with a logical mind, you'd be like, well, this makes sense as to why. They're not just doing it because they don't want to.
But
they're doing it.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say like I'm super educated or whatever, but this is what happens when you have like not the same standard of education all across the country.
But see, you could be smart, book smart, but there's some dumb people, you know what I'm saying, that are like have PhDs and masters and stuff.
But it decreases the chances.
True. I guess. Yeah, for sure.
It's like a higher chance that if you're like educated, that you might not have like such an ignorant view. Then that's not really true. I mean, exactly. We have elite people that are very ignorant,
Trump.
But I don't know if that's more ignorant or they know what they're doing and they know that this is a way to keep power versus someone that's like in a poor state and is like, I hate, not realizing they're in the same state as the poor, mm-hmm. brown person, black person, whatever, and they're white and they hate black people and brown people, but they're in the same boat. You know what I mean? I think type of, it's still racism, obviously, but it's more of like an elite. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I'm just trying to make the point. If someone is in the comments like, what educated people can be ignorant too or whatever. That's true. But I feel like it's more of like, it's more of a conscious, like we know this is the way to maintain power, so this is what we're doing. And I'm not saying,
I think
that's my, like, if we were trying to make sense of it.
I think it's a bit of both. There's some people in power who are really just dumb.
Right.
And then there's other people who are like, I'm going to act dumb and do these dumb things because I know this keeps me up here.
Right. Definitely.
But I think but what I'm saying is like, I don't get it, man. It's not that crazy. Just put on a mask.
No, and that's the thing is like, watch. Put on your mask and watch. Like, you don't go to jail. You
get in to get your insurers.
Yeah, you don't.
Whatever.
You don't lose your freedoms.
Insures are great, by the way.
Huh?
I drink Ensure. I'm not like 80. They're fucking delicious.
You drink it just for the vitamins of it.
I drink it because it tastes fucking good. That's why. I started drinking my kids like drink.
Formula?
Yeah, not formula. His muscle milk. No. His breast milk. My wife's like, "What are you doing in there?" Drinking a milkshake.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to let it defrost first.
Stuff I pumped.
I gotta let it defrost first. Hold on. No, no, he has these like they help like Vitagrow or I don't know what it is, but they're basically like an insurer that gives him his vitamins and it helps him, grow, right?
Okay.
But I drink them because he doesn't always drink all of them
Mm-hmm,
or like the whole thing, and I'll be drinking it.
mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at him like, is this bad? Like it says for ages, 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, but it doesn't say like you have to stop at a certain age. So I'm hoping it's not like bad for me.
That's your loophole.
Well, what I'm saying is I really hope that it's not like it's like, hey, you shouldn't drink this if you're under or if you're over 5 because it could cause liver damage. Like, I don't see that's how that would be in a kid's drink, but I feel weird drinking it sometimes just because I'm thinking it's having the opposite effect.
Oh,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
getting weaker. You're getting younger.
Yeah, like Benjamin Button over here.
You're doing baby.
Yeah, my clothes have like been loose fitted now, like fitting. I don't know.
You're more emotional.
Yeah, I just get tired out of nowhere.
Poop
Take
yourself
naps.
twice and
Can't hold my bladder. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
all your shirts are getting stained right here after.
I have emotions I didn't even know I had, and I can't explain them. Maybe that's why I feel like smiling all the time.
Oh yeah,
I'm just smiling for no reason.
There you go.
I don't get it. I don't know.
Sure to people.
I don't know, but insures are great. Baby insures, awesome. You don't drink them? Oh, you're missing out.
No, I don't go and buy Ensure.
They're good.
Oh no, I need to stock up.
Dude, I have the boxes. We have boxes full.
No, I believe you. I believe.
They're watch. I'm gonna give you one. I'm like, hey, you want a milkshake? And be like, yeah. I'm gonna give you an Ensure, and it's gonna blow your mind.
I'm gonna live off Ensure. Watch.
Dude, they're fucking good.
You're gonna see me like, it's gonna have.
Dude, what's your secret? How'd you get so strong and big? Ensure.
And the roids though.
I put the roids in my Ensure,
The roids
and I drink it.
Sure, that's kind of how it works.
Oh man, dude.
No, yeah, that's crazy. I just think it's so, but it's not surprising. We live in such a time, polarizing time where lack of trust, where like everything is an attack. You know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of true. I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
Why that is. I mean, they've created whoever they is, but like there's been an atmosphere that's so combative. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think part of the reason is because you have Twitter and all these social media outlets, so it's like anybody can say anything, and there's always going to be somebody else with the same point of view that jumps on that, and some of these things catch fire, and then it's like that's not even what the whole purpose was in the beginning. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is that it's funny because all sides are asking the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Cops are like, well, those are murderers. We're cops. I don't even know if they really even do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably not.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because if they did that, then they would denounce what, the difference between, and there would be a level of transparency there,
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, they don't want to get lumped in with murderers. Good cops don't want to get lumped in with murderers, right?
Yeah.
Protesters don't want to get lumped in with rioters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's everybody doesn't want to get lumped in with this like negative aspect of whatever it is that they are, or the few people that make that group look bad or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's just
but it's not just now though, because I think we were already going into this place where everyone is up in arms about something,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's why a mask is so offensive, because we're all up in arms. I mean, I saw John Jones like saying something like he went to the I think we talked about it, but the jeans, the jeans section, and he saw like they were all labeled the color of the jeans, like blue was labeled blue and azul, it was like blue.
Oh yeah.
Like white, blanco, whatever.
Yeah.
but it got to black, or he's showing black. Didn't
Yeah.
get to black, but he's showing black. And
Yeah.
on black it says black, negro.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it, you know? And he was like, what the heck? I'm so mad. But that's how you say
Black and Spanish. Yeah.
Black in Spanish. So it's like, I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying, like, where is that line? You know what I mean?
Well,
and who gets to decide, right?
Yeah.
Because I may be saying, like, man, I don't know. That's not really weird to me, right? But
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand, you know? And not only that, but I am also open to the knowledge that I know that maybe 50 years from now, the fact that I'm even questioning it could turn into, like, you know,
yeah.
Like, look, Daniel's even like, you know.
Well, that's the thing. You'd have to see if there's any negative in that word in Spanish history. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't just be like, look, this is wrong. You know, like, there's certain things you can do that to, and then there's other things you're like, well, wait, you know.
But that's the thing with, like, with the canceling and the slippery slope is, like, all the things that I'm seeing being canceled now. So it's like, now they're changing. What was it? Master's degrees or something. They're like changing.
Oh, master bedroom.
Master bedroom. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Master bedroom. They're changing that. Is
Yeah.
that like I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I should look.
Well, they were saying, that's what I was saying. I think they were saying that it stemmed from the master's quarters or whatever, and slave master, that was the biggest bedroom, you know. So I got to double check to see if that's accurate, right? Because there's certain things that people just say, like, oh, this is what it is, and then it gets a lot of tweets, a lot of fucking reposts and all this, and then you realize, wait a minute, that's not real.
Right.
That's the thing,
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, I don't know. I didn't look it up. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it does have some negative connotation. And you're right. The second it does, then at least a specific group's enslavement. It doesn't matter black. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can't have, like, public things like this.
Yeah, that are like super come from negative shit, like bad negative shit.
Yeah, dude. Because everyone that might encounter it, you know what I mean? It might, and I get it. We can't make everyone happy, but dude,
we could try to make certain changes.
Enslavement.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that's not, you know, because a lot of the arguments, like, well, where do we do this? What?
Yeah.
You know, well, the thing is, who cares? Like, we have to erase certain things that do emphasize someone's enslavement. It just it is. I mean, we can't have that if we're and a lot of these, like, statues that you know these people are trying to protect or whatever, they were put up as a sign of subjugation. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't put up after the Civil War. They weren't put up after.
Yeah, they were put up prior to everything. Yeah.
Exactly. They were put up after that, when they were like, oh, dude, we got to remind these people, like, we, you know, like, sure, we lost, but we're still gonna be in power. Those statues suck. They're not made. You know what I mean? They're not good quality. They were put up really quick to just kind of just be like a message of subjugation. And so there are arguments to be made on that side, you know, and other people will say, oh, well, these people are great. And we talked about that, you know, like, like, where do you...
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's definitely things that need to be changed, for sure, you know. But what I want to hopefully is what's happening is the things that are, like, for sure need to be changed. Let's not start looking at
details.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the little things that have no meaning, no merit, no value, right? Statues, get rid of them.
Right.
Fucking for sure. You know, Aunt Jemima, yes, change the fucking name.
Right.
Because people thought that they were trying to also make it that she ended up being a millionaire off of, you know, being the face. When I started reading into it, one, the lady there was a couple Aunt Jemimas, actually. So there was a lady who, and then the idea of Aunt Jemima, you know, and again, I'm paraphrasing, I'm trying to, you know, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it was that a white dude saw this other white guy doing blackface, and that's where he got the idea of Aunt Jemima. Like, he saw this guy doing, like, an old lady, you know, old black lady, and he's like, hey, because they needed a face to represent their syrup that they were making, right? And they say, what better way let's get her, you know. And so she was, I think, a slave for real. But there was like bits and pieces that weren't real, and they were just adding it. So she basically was doing like half truths and half history, not even of her own history, to be this Aunt Jemima person, you know. And they were saying that it's impossible for her to be a millionaire because there's no accounts of her being a millionaire, right? And that they were saying that she was still working pretty much till the day she died as a like a housekeeper, you know. Yeah, so it's like that's for sure that needs to be changed, you know.
And just because you don't know, like that's, I mean,
well, that's why, like, it's crazy because even when I'm trying to make up, like, if I'm gonna get a new tattoo, right, and I think of something, I'm like, oh, what about this? I'll look it up. If it's something that's like, hey, let me make sure that if I get this, it's not gonna be synonymous with murderers. You know, hey, that guy's now this because look at his tattoo, you know.
Okay, and we I think we mentioned this, or maybe I just talked about it with you or something. But Yale is,
we talked about it on the last one.
Right? Yeah. So like, I don't know, that should be changed, right?
Yeah. But
check it in a sarcastic way, you know. When I saw it, the tweet, you know, he was like, "Oh, Elihu Yale is a slave trader."
We talked about
Yale, and I'm like, I don't know if we should eliminate it, but why not name it after some? If the name is such a not a thing, if the name is such not a thing, and you're like being sarcastic about it, then we can really name it whatever. So why name it a slave trader? Let's just change the name. Don't eliminate Yale. Change the name to something that's not a slave trader, right?
I'm getting deja vu here.
Huh?
Getting deja vu.
Right.
No, but so here's the thing. You brought up John Jones, right? And I wanted to say something. I didn't want to cut you off. You brought up John Jones.
Black,
Yeah, with the jeans, right? Mm-hmm. But the crazy, this is to go with that, but we're going on a different route.
Okay.
So he did that about the jeans. Okay. But also, I got it on my like Twitter feed or whatever, and this was like I think last week. They were saying John Jones cooking food in a unique way, right? So I'm like, okay, let me click on it, right?
Right.
And he was just using his fire pit to cook some food.
Yeah.
Okay, like that wasn't like that's not unique to me because I've seen people do it. I've done it. Like
so.
Yeah, like it wasn't like. What? Never would have thought. Like it's fire, it's heat. Like why is that a headline?
It's not.
You know, like he didn't invent some new technique. You know,
no, this fool put it on his own Instagram.
Yeah. But it caught fire, and people are like literally like, you know, no pun intended. But and then it was this headline: John Jones cooks food in a unique way. So I was like, okay, I'm curious, what's so unique? And then I was like, that's not unique at all.
Yeah, but everything is clickbait now, you know?
Yeah, and it sucks because it's like there's certain, like there's times where I'm just like hesitant because I'm like, oh, I don't know, that might be not cool. I mean, we whack some shit I already know. Yeah. And I'll click and I'm like, great, now I wasted. And it sucks even more when there's a fucking big article and there's only like one sentence talking about whatever the fuck you clicked for.
No, and then the other thing is too is that you don't really even get the information unless you read the whole thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like one line, like way at the bottom.
Right, but you don't. Who cares? You know, you're already mad that you got clicked. You know what I mean? You got tricked into clicking, and so do you even get to the point of the article? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
If you're trying to see something on being a vegan or something. And then, you know, it tells you, oh, you need all this, and that. But then it says, oh, man, if you have asthma, though, don't do it. You know what I mean? Or something at the end. You can read that, you know? And then then you don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Why didn't anybody tell me? Dude, it was in the article right there.
You know? And so, but you know what I mean? Like, they just try to get you to click. So once you click, they got theirs. It doesn't matter if you read the whole thing. Once you click, they got theirs, but you didn't, you know, like
you didn't even get the information that was needed for you.
You didn't get anything. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
but it's crazy because we're in that time period where there's so much out there that you have to do that. You know, you have to do product placement. You have to do shit like that. You know, like exactly. Oh, what is that on your mug? It's
What
a
is that on
pretty,
your face?
it's a pretty
Oh,
neat sticker.
it's a mug.
Yeah. Oh, this whole thing.
Oh, this, yeah.
You know, but it sucks because it's like then I think you miss out on some of the people who are really trying. You know, because someone's like, "Hey, check this out." You're like, "Nah, you're trying to sell me on a dream." You know, when it's like, "No, this guy's legit. This person isn't," because
I don't know. I don't know if that's that. I mean, I agree with you. There's a
yeah,
lot of stuff that's missed because we're a lot of
yeah,
people are just shut down. Yes,
yeah,
totally agree. But at the same time, like I do also think that there's an air of like where you can smell the agenda on something, and that's what
Mhm.
turns you off. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
It could be even something you agree with. You know, but the second you smell like the try hard in it or something,
yeah,
you're like, I'm out. I'm out.
yeah,
No, because you're not gonna get. You feel like you're losing. You know what I mean? Or you're being.
yeah,
You're like you're kind of already. You're already out, and so I think there's a sense of that too, of like where I can smell your agenda. You know.
yeah,
And we talked about it, like the profiteering over the Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, where people are making statements just to kind of, or companies are making
Mhm.
statements when it's like they're still kind of really perpetuating the whole thing with
Yeah.
in labor malpractice or
Mhm.
whatever. And again, I'm just like speculating, throwing stuff out there, but
So you're lying. Is what you're doing.
basically
You're
just
throwing shit, and hopefully there's something
and
that sticks.
I'm throwing stuff out there, hoping there's an article on it somewhere.
Right? Oh, this is what he was talking about.
There's an article, yeah, exactly.
He was correct.
Google what I'm saying.
Yeah. You may or may not find something.
Yeah, you may or
Yeah.
may not find what I'm saying is true or false.
Right. You
No,
may not find the wrong answer that I'm not telling
it's
you. Right? Uh, I
no,
don't know, man.
it's crazy. And so, and you know what's so funny? So we came back. We hadn't done an episode in a little bit, and then we came back, and then it was kind of like, I mean, how do we not talk about what's going on? So we talked about
Yeah.
it. And then, but we were trying to not avoid that stuff. It's not
Yeah. It's
the word.
unavoidable. Yeah.
Like everyone with way more valuable things to say have already said everything. You know what I mean?
How
There's
dare you?
on
I
it.
have a lot of value. Fucking, I'm gleaming with value. Speaking of gleaming, did you ever see the movie Uncut Gems?
No, I haven't, but I keep hearing that and Adam Sandler got snubbed for that
Yeah, I
performance.
mean it's been a while now. I mean,
No,
it's
no,
been it's
right.
been out for a while, but it's
It's on
it,
Netflix now, I think.
yes.
Yeah.
So we saw it like not too long ago, maybe like
Okay.
last week or something. It was cool.
That's cool.
I definitely think it's not a must watch, but it's a good watch. I liked it.
Mm.
I liked Adam Sandler's character, Uh, but yeah, like it's one of those movies. Like I think I like Adam Sandler now when he breaks out of the comedic role.
Yeah, same.
You know? Like
Same.
I mean, it's awesome that he's however old he is and able to make movies just for fun.
What I like most about it is seeing him like hoop it up.
Oh yeah, yeah,
When he like
yeah.
does the no look passes and stuff. That's sick.
Yeah.
I
But
like
there's
seeing
a
I like seeing him do that, but not like Ridiculous Six or
oh yeah.
you
There's
know.
another one that well
Yeah,
yeah, I mean he just makes movies just to make them. And that's awesome though. Like that's what you wish you could do. You
yeah.
know?
Get to that point.
This may or may not be good,
Yeah,
but I like it.
yeah,
Or I want to try it. You
yeah.
know?
Or who cares? Or not even that,
Exactly. I
right?
think probably the biggest thing is who cares, you know?
Yeah. It's
Like he's done such funny ass comedies to
like,
where it's like, yeah, who cares now, you know?
yeah, but okay. So who would you? Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey?
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Me too.
Yeah. And again, Jim Carrey's in a position when he does make, or not so much now because he doesn't make a lot of comedies. He has a
No.
show on HBO,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, he's made some bad ones, but I think I watch him because I'm like, you're so invested. Like you're just, you know, even the bad ones, I'm like, yeah, I'm still looking for one of those little funny moments in there.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah, but he's still funny. I mean,
For me, Ace Ventura is probably the funniest movie of all time.
one or two, one.
One is the funniest. Is my that one? I like Big Trouble Little China.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the top funniest, right?
Yeah.
So Ace Ventura, Big Trouble Little China, um, uh, you're gonna laugh, and this I thought was a comedy, and dude,
It's not even a comedy.
just cause I mean, this might be like, cause my homies, I've told my homies before.
Yeah.
I think maybe even you before too. And they're like, what? How dare you think this is funny? And it's like, how dare I think it's funny? How dare Sean Penn
Oh, jeez.
even think
Oh,
he
man.
even come and like, come on, dude, come on, man. Like, get out of here. I didn't think it was funny until the second I saw Sean Penn speak. And then I thought it was the funniest movie I've ever seen. Every time he spoke, I just started laughing again, like, like cracking up. Because I'm like, dude, Sean Penn, I just couldn't take him seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. And Tropic Thunder made fun of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just me. That was kind of like, dude, what are you doing? What are you, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think, and that movie won stuff. And
so you're talking about I Am Sam? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
You just didn't think it was a good movie?
No, I thought it was great. I was entertained. I thought it was hilarious. I thought Sean Penn was
okay. So you just couldn't take his acting as a real portrayal. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I thought it was more akin to like Saturday Night Live bit or something like that.
Wow, dang. Then he won like Best Actor for that?
Oh, we know the Oscars. We just finished saying how Adam Sandler got snubbed.
True.
And I mean, we can go down a list. And dude, and then that's so crazy too, is where they try and be right. You know what I mean? Like where whatever the year is, like, if it's Black Lives Matter, then they'll forcefully give it to someone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but it's like we know that they have a trend of like owing people one. So they'll screw up people like Leo, right? But not give him an award for all of the stuff that he's done, and give him one for The Revenant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was cool.
Not bad, which is great, but I don't know if he deserved to win for that one. It's kind of like artful, but there's others where he for sure won.
Yeah.
You didn't
You're like, that movie was way better than this one, but he lost.
Yeah.
But then you also have to keep in consideration like what movies are going up against what movies. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter what was going up against Inception. What was going up against Inception that year? And who cares? Inception was probably the best movie, of that.
Let's check.
It's probably a good year, I think. Maybe. Let's see.
I'll look at it right now.
Do it.
Inception was. Let's see. Inception was 2010, right? So 2010. Best Picture, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Dude, The Hurt Locker. Oh, that one won 6 awards. The Hurt Locker that was pretty good.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Last Airbender, Grown Ups.
No, but those aren't the ones that were nominated. Best Picture, right? So Avatar, The Blind Side, District 9, An Education, Inglourious Bastards, Precious, A Serious Man, Up.
Yeah, Inception wins against all those.
Wait, this is Best Picture. Inception's not.
No, it's not. Because did it come out? No, Shutter Island came out 2010.
What? I'm confused now. Who am I? Where am I? I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
2010. All right, just do 2010.
So I said 2010.
Inception. Inception.
So then it would have been.
2010, yeah. 2010.
Yeah. What the heck is going on?
2010. 2010.
So it didn't even get nominated?
See what I'm saying?
Hold on. Wait. Maybe I'm doing best. Hold on. Nominees. Here we go. Maybe I'm just confused.
No, but no other movie. I'm looking at the all-time, like not even the Oscars. I'm just looking at like better movies of that year. Barry.
Well, dude, how are you gonna go up against Avatar though?
Scott.
Well, here's the trick.
Or Titanic 2.
Titanic 2.
There was a Titanic 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing.
Mm.
It wasn't nominated, which it probably should have been.
Er,
It's probably should have been, right?
my point is that the Oscars is just fake, is what I'm
Well,
saying.
it's not fake. It's just friends liking or not liking other friends,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
The academy, you know?
I don't know. We've seen it too many times. Like, is it
Yeah.
still legitimate? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it still legitimate? Don't we already agree that it just doesn't pick the right winners most of the time? Most of the time, it doesn't. You know?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Even though the win. So every time you watch the Oscars, I mean, since I was a kid, probably
No,
since
no. It doesn't. It doesn't always pick the best one.
no, since the early '90s, I remember being like, "What?" Always excited for the Oscars. I love movies. And so
Yeah.
I'd watch the Oscars, and every time watching the Oscars, I'd be like, "What?" Like
But also,
half the time, I'd be like, "Dude, oh man, this guy's gonna win for sure. There's no way." And then
yeah.
what? And then not until I was older, and then you see those actors
Mhm.
now getting there, and then you're like, "Oh wait, you didn't deserve it for this time." Ah, I remember back when I was a kid, and you deserved it, and you
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. And that doesn't happen all the time. That just happens sometimes in certain situations. But we see it all the time where it's like they also pick according to trends. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Different reasons why they pick different. Why I wouldn't consider it a legitimate. That's all I'm saying. Like why I wouldn't. It's interesting and it's cool to say. Oh, that's
Yeah.
an award. But I mean,
But I think
it's just a fun point to say. It doesn't really have an impact on the film. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
it does. I think in terms of sales, because then they get to put the moniker of Academy Award winning film. You know, so someone who's like, oh, that movie looks all right, and then it says and then like in 6 months you're like Academy Award winning film. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, they won an award. Maybe I should check it out.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
No, it does affect sales. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe that's what it ultimately is something. It's another tool to boost up or help sell more copies of some movie.
Yeah, the Oscars is more of like an atmosphere type thing. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's a legitimate competition award type thing. Like these
Yeah. So here's a question: if you were an actor, right,
movies.
and you were nominated, would you go?
Yes.
Oh, so you would go. Would you be upset if you
I
lost?
don't know. I don't know if I would go. I don't know if I would go. It would kind of depend on how famous I. No, actually, maybe I wouldn't go.
Well, here's the thing.
Maybe I
Let's
wouldn't.
say it was your one chance. There's some people that get nominated only one time, and that's it. You wouldn't go? It's a fucking party.
I don't know, but I feel like
It's a party where someone's gonna be like, "Oh, good luck. You might win." I don't see why not to show up.
if I went, you're right. If I went, then I would probably go however I feel like it.
What do you? What does that mean? Like not dressed
go
up?
sweats, like slippers,
Yeah.
and like just go and be like, you know, just having a glass of wine.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, it goes on to being if you care about winning that or not,
Right.
or showing your face
Well,
for
so
that matter.
that's what's more important, right? So you laid a good point where you're like, it's a party. As soon as you said that, you're like, yeah, you're right. But see, my mind changed because when you're like, you wouldn't go, I'm
Yeah.
still thinking competition wise. I don't care. So for me, the competition, that award, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That doesn't have any effect. But the
Okay.
second you said it's a party, I'm like, oh man, you're right, and I could party with Adam Sandler, and I'm like, yeah, how would I miss that? No,
Okay.
go, but I'd like go in what if I felt like dressing up, then I feel like dressing up. I just wouldn't take it seriously. I wouldn't go for the competition aspect of it. I
Okay.
don't take it legitimate, and I wouldn't think it's legitimate now me going. And
So
if
then,
someone asked me, I'd probably say that, I'd be like, I came for the party because I don't think the thing is legitimate, but
okay. So then, if you let's say you got nominated, right? You go and you lost. Would that bother you?
no.
I mean, obviously, this is all speculation because you don't know how you'd feel, really. I mean,
No,
you
I
can't really.
don't. I don't. I have no idea, but no. In essence, no.
So you'd like to assume that you wouldn't feel any type of way. I think you would feel even worse because it would further perpetuate. If you think you deserve beating so and so, I think it would further push that feeling of like, see, this is what I mean.
No, but see, you already messed up because think you deserve. I don't think I deserve. If I was like making a movie, I would just be happy making the movie, and then I would make the movie, and then that would be the movie. That's it. The movie is done. I made the movie. And
Yeah,
then,
but the competitive part is like if you saw your film and you stacked it to somebody else's film, right? Is yours
yeah, but
better?
I wouldn't be doing that. The Oscars would be doing that, and I don't think they're legitimate.
Okay,
I don't
so
even care. Like because it's different. It's kind of like, okay, let me actually let me flip it on. Like you make music,
okay,
right? You
I
make
do.
it. Now you make it.
Yeah,
Are you making it because of an award or something
no,
that I don't know about, or you know, I'm not trying to
no,
be,
no, yeah.
but is there like an award that you want to win, like a platinum thing that you want? Is there like a dream thing that
Well,
you,
no, for sure. I would love to be. You know, there's things that you think about, like, oh, being, a Grammy winner. You know, you're like, oh, that would be cool. You know,
okay,
Grammy
but
nominated. You know,
let's say,
um,
okay, so
but here's well, let me say this. I'm not making my music to do that.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
let's say there was a Grammy thing,
Yeah.
you didn't like you didn't win, and would you be affected in any way?
Uh, yeah, I think I would be affected. I don't think I would lose, like, I'm not even gonna say maybe a day of sleep. I think I would lose some type of sleep over it, because I mean, I got bent out of shape when the Niners lost the Super Bowl, and I'm not even a fucking player on the team. I wasn't gonna get a ring. I'm a fan though, right?
Mhm.
So I would feel if I was in this bracket of being nominated and I feel I was deserving of it over so and so, right? It wouldn't stop my grind, right? It would push me like, dude, fuck, man. I think I should have got that one. Oh
Yeah,
well, but it would still be in my mind.
yeah, but see the difference is that you can run faster. And yes, you can arguably put in more work to make a better
Yeah.
song. But let's say me and you are both in the same industry and we're
Mm.
both in the same genre of whatever
Yeah.
the business is, and we both put in the same maximum amount of work. Like we didn't
Yeah.
see the families, we put our maximum amount of work in the studio, and we
Yeah.
actually make so hypothetically speaking, you make your perfect album and I
Okay.
make my perfect album, but the way
Mhm.
I want to, and you make your perfect
Yeah.
album the way you want to. We have
Yeah.
unlimited budget, unlimited sound
Yeah.
studio,
Yeah.
whatever, and we do it. And then like with art, it's a little bit different. It's not based on the work ethic. You know what I mean? It's not, and yes, sports is an art in itself, right? Like
Mhm.
it's spontaneous art, right? It's performative.
Yeah.
You go out there and and you create, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Plays and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that's not, the result is not debatable. It either works or it isn't. You can say something is stylish, that move was stylish, but it either
Yeah.
makes a touchdown or it doesn't. It either makes a basketball or it doesn't. With art, with like a movie
Yeah.
or music, like I feel like if I was an artist and I didn't win a Grammy, like I don't know,
You're saying because it's more subjective, is what you're saying.
it's so subjective that I don't, and I know those entities
Yeah.
because sports, I already know sports is corrupt. I already know
Yeah.
that. But it's hard to fake, right? If a team wins, a team wins. If a team, they have to, there
Yeah.
goes a lot into that,
Mhm.
right? But with music, you can just say anything. You can
Yeah.
just, like, if we were judging our own thing and we're like, oh man, we don't like freaking Steve, but we know he has a better song than Bob. Let's just
Yeah.
put Bob because it's so close that we could just say, well,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Bob's song is a little bit less, but we know
Mhm.
for sure Steve's is better. But we don't like Steve, and Bob's is good enough where it's not like, what did you guys do? It's still kind
Yeah.
of relatable, and we know that, you know what I mean. And because of that kind of judge system, I wouldn't be affected in any way. I made my song to make my song, and then like if I don't win anything, then I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit different.
I mean, yeah, I totally get your point, and I can see that it does make sense, right? I just feel like from a competitive nature, you'll
Mm.
still hold some type of feeling to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Because at the end of the day, whether it was rigged or not, you lost. You didn't win something. You didn't win something that you were in. You know,
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Like,
but my point is, if you won it, you
yeah,
also didn't win something. At least in terms of like how that's why I'm saying like my whole mindset, my answer
yeah,
changed when you said about the party.
yeah.
Competition wise, legitimate wise, like for me, I don't, or legitimate wise, but it
Legitimacy, I think you're saying.
yeah, the
Yeah,
legitimacy of it doesn't affect me in any way. Like I don't like it's I don't know. It doesn't affect me in any way. So if
I,
I want it, I'd be like, oh man, I didn't come. I came to like kick it with these people. I don't know.
yeah,
I'd probably even say that in my speech. Like, I came to kick it with these people. This is cool, but like,
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't be like, this is the end all be all, you know.
yeah, no. But I'm
But
saying I wouldn't feel any. If I won,
yeah,
I wouldn't feel anything, and if I lost, I wouldn't
for
feel
sure
anything.
wouldn't feel anything.
Yeah, because I wasn't even gonna go.
You're
You
just
know
a
what I mean?
heartless bastard. Is what you're
So
telling me.
I got the invitation and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I'm not even gonna go. And then I talk to you, my friend, and you come over and I'm like, dude, check this out. I got an invitation to go. Like, oh, you're not gonna go? And it's like, no, this is BS.
Yeah.
You go to the party? Oh, dude, you're right. So see, that's what I'm trying to say. That's literally how it would be. So then
Well, I think that mentality is probably better.
huh?
I think that mentality is probably better,
Mm-hmm.
only for the fact that you're not putting, like, again, I'm not trying to say that I'm gonna be there like,
Right, and
you
crying
know,
and
no, you know,
in a corner.
yeah. But I would feel some type of way. I would feel bummed because I don't like losing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And again, you're looking at it like not even a competition at all,
yeah.
right? But my name is brought up in a competitive, quote unquote, arena, right? Of
Yeah.
who has the better whatever, you know. And even though I may agree that it's better than somebody else's and it's not in my hands,
Mhm.
I still would feel some type of way.
Yeah, and that's
You know?
normal and
And
natural, right?
yeah, and then the partying aspect, I think, would take my mind off of that.
Mhm.
You know, be like, well, fuck, I met this person, and now we're gonna do a song. That'd be sick. You know, so and so fucks with my shit. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I still would feel, yeah. I mean, it'd be like, and the winner is not Saga MC. Oh, okay, that sucks. Yeah, it's. I still think it would suck. Yeah.
Well, okay, so like let's say something that's a little more obviously corrupt. So like the Billboard charts, would you be affected by that?
No, as long as and that's the thing. So again, I do music for. If those things happened, if I was had a number one platinum selling record, right? Awesome. I wouldn't shit on it, you know.
Right.
But I'm also not. That is not the only goal in mind, you
Mhm.
know. Like I'm not like I have to be loved by the masses in order for me to feel accomplished.
Right.
No, like I want to make good music. Ultimately, it's about the music, right?
Mhm.
Whatever, that's my passion. So if it takes me to these places where I can get these accolades of all these greats get, you know, of course I'd feel good about it, but I'm not going to stop if I don't get it, you know. I'm
Right.
not going to think of myself as less if I don't get it. As long as my music is where I want it to be and where I want it to be, you know.
Yeah. I just think now I just think now, especially like hip hop, is so saturated with so much
Mhm.
stuff, just in general,
Yeah,
and like bad stuff.
yeah.
Top of that, so it's not just stuff that it's crammed in, but it's like
Mhm.
bad stuff. So like I would look at the winners of the past free in the nominees of the
Yeah.
past years, and I kind of would. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd be like, oh, it's turned into this.
But that's what I'm saying. If there was artists that I thought were legit and they were in these nominated brackets,
Right.
I would like to be among them. That would be cool, you know,
No, yeah, that'd be dope.
to be in the conversation, you know.
Right. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but to lose out to somebody who's whack or you feel is whack, you know, then that would suck even more. Like
Yeah.
that's where I would be like, what? This dude won? Like this dude? All right, whatever, you know. But like,
Whatever. Fine.
yeah, I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like how you said, I probably wouldn't even go until like a homie is like, dude, but you could be partying with these people. Oh,
Yeah,
I think that would be the only thing.
because the partying and the networking alone
Yeah.
would be worth it.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
That
Yeah,
alone. That's
yeah,
really the only reason I would go.
yeah.
Like not the award part.
That'd be the for sure reason why I'm going. The award part would be secondary.
Oh, yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? But would
I,
I want to go home with the award? Why not?
but you're trying to enter a system that you know is that system.
Why not? But that's the
No,
thing, because I guess my mentality would be if I made it in that system
no,
with keeping my stuff intact,
no.
I would show that there's hope for that system.
I agree with you, but both can't be true. So
It can.
that what you said can't be true, and also you care about the winner then. So that's what I'm trying to say. That's my point, is that you're
Yeah.
trying to like get into this whatever that, I don't even know what the word is, but the inner circle, let's say, of
Okay.
these people that get signed and kind of
Right.
just do the motion, and now you're a signed artist, and then
Yeah.
you know you get tossed around, you know, and
Mhm.
like that's your career now, right? You're trying to break into this thing, but you know that this award show has been constructed by those people
Yeah.
to put people in the conveyor, but you know that you're trying to break into that, so then you can't knowingly know that and then be like, when you lose, be like, oh man, I could have done better, or like whatever. No, you know, it's the system that you're trying to get into this group where they have the
Mhm.
magazines where we know who's
So
gonna
so I
who's
think
gonna be on the cover, and it's already kind
yeah.
of planned out, so you can't knowingly try to enter a system you know is kind of planned out and influenced,
All
and then
right.
be mad at the results of those influences and whatever is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Or
So
anyway.
here's a question for you then.
Right.
If someone said, "Hey, this puzzle is impossible," would you try to beat it? They would say, "Hey, you can't figure out this puzzle. It's impossible."
Mhm.
Would you try
Uh,
over and over again and get upset if you're like, "Oh, I think I could get it," even
no,
though they've already deemed it impossible?
that's called insanity.
Yeah,
Doing the same thing
true,
over and over again, expecting a different results.
true. But are you saying you wouldn't try? You wouldn't try to complete something that they say is not possible?
There's a difference between trying and then knowing when to like I'm now wasting valuable time and doing something else other than this stupid puzzle. So like, yes, I would try because I wouldn't trust that person, and I like the challenge. So
Okay, so
let's see. But once I discover like, okay, this might be possible, with
mhm,
X amount of time, and now that formula, that X
yeah,
amount of time is not worth figuring out this puzzle. So like, now I'm gonna not do it. So it's not that I wouldn't try. Yeah, I would definitely
yeah.
try, but then I wouldn't waste my life doing.
Okay, so then that's the same thing. You're trying to get into this door, right? Into this circle where you know it's not the best, right?
Right.
And so you try and you don't get in, right?
Right.
But you try,
Hmm.
and you get a little. You're like, damn, I think I should have had that.
Right.
And then yeah, I think it's where you go from there. Now, are you continuously trying to keep getting into that fucking room? No, for me, I would try. If I got nominated, right? I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, like, and then I'd be bummed if I lost because I was like, shit, I really thought I was gonna break this code. You know what I'm saying?
That's where we're confused. That's where we're confused. I don't think winning that award puts you in that category. See, that's where like,
No, I think it does though.
I don't, because it's already pre-planned. So whoever's already going to win has already entered the inner circle already prior to winning. So that, you see what I'm saying?
I
So
don't think so. I think there's artists that haven't reached that place until they get there, and
mhm,
whether they were deemed the chosen one or not, right?
right,
It's not a certainty until they're there. It's kind of like wrestling, right? They already know who's gonna win,
mhm,
you know, and wrestlers maybe 6 months down are like, hey, I'm gonna get this title shot and it's gonna be my turn, right? But it isn't your belt until you win it, right? Whether or not you're groomed to win it, right? Because shit happens, things change. So I'm thinking in terms of that, like you're saying, these people are already the inner circle, right? Some of them are not though,
you're right.
because things change. You could be on your way, and then, oh wait, this song didn't hit right, whatever. We're gonna replace you with this person.
Right.
I think until you're actually in that bubble, even if you're there just for that one win, now your name is in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So
I
why not try it? Why not go? And
no. And I definitely do think that it elevates, like you said, like,
yeah.
because okay, so this is the thing, is if I was an actor,
Mhm.
and I win the Oscar, I would understand what you said of how it affects sales or how it affects my auditioning to
Exactly.
other
Yeah.
things. So that's a system that I'm trying to get. But if I don't get it, I'm not upset at my performance. I don't take it as a measure of my performance. I take it as a shucks, dang it. Like, man, I could have gone into that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it.
Right. You
Yeah.
shouldn't, because it
Yeah.
doesn't measure the quality of your music.
Exactly. No, and yeah, I'm not saying like, damn, they're right. I'm a loser.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I'm also thinking like, fuck, like I mean, whatever it is, it
It's an
sucks to lose.
opportunity. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it just, I mean, I don't like losing at all.
Right. And it adds to the resume, whatever it is, fake or not, perception is a reality, right? So if like people think that the Oscar means something, and to people, like you said, people it will result in what? In more DVD sales, let's say, or Blu-ray sales.
Yeah.
Which is real. That's real.
Or more screen time, or more auditions, more roles,
Exactly.
So I think that's what it is.
No, it's true, and that's all true. I mean, and I could see it. I would probably see it more as that, like, oh man. But yeah, I wouldn't take it as a measure of the quality of my acting or my
for sure, no,
or anything like that. I would definitely have fun at the party, you know.
Yeah, hopefully schmooze and mingle.
Imagine if you win and you're like that, and you're like, oh, I didn't. Like,
What do you mean?
I didn't. You just chuck it.
Hey, well, I mean, there are people who've done that, like fucking The Godfather. What's the what?
Brando.
Yeah,
where he sent the Native American to take the speech for him, right? Or to take it.
I don't know about that. I just know that he didn't accept it. I think he went up there and he's like, no, I'm not accepting it. There's people who don't accept it, or he didn't want it, and he won. You know, like a good one. Fucking Alicia Keys and damn, who was it? Somebody else.
They didn't accept it?
No, they broke theirs in half and then gave half and half to somebody.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like shit like that. So the object is not what you're after. You know, it's kind of this title.
Yeah.
That even that alone, you're not like holding it in such a high regard, right? Because
no, and I get it, but it's so weird to me because we'll know. So like we are having this conversation and we know. So it's like it's almost like in Men in Black when Tommy Lee Jones says to Will Smith when he's like, yeah, the individual is smart, you know, but groups of people are dumb. So it's like we know it's real, and it like us talking one-on-one here in such a small group, we're like, man, this is so illegitimate, and we've seen it and we can point to many times where it's illegitimate. And then we'll have like but then in a conversation of movies, then you'll be like, well, Halle Berry is great, she won an award, you know. And then I'm like, but I mean, let's go back and see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she had one better movie than other movies. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, in groups of people, yeah, you're right. In the mass, we're like, oh man, Oscar winner, let's buy the Blu-ray, you know. But if we were to have individual conversations with that, we're like,
it might not be as consistent or as important.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like there's movies that I watch, I'm like, oh, that won an award, or like, oh, that was nominated.
That's true. That's true, and that's true. I'll check them out, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what's funny is like I'll check them out because I want to see like how
good they
are, you know.
Yeah, like we saw. Me and my wife saw Marriage Story.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and that one, it was okay.
Is it slow?
No, I mean, I just didn't see why it was that crazy of a. Like, okay, like it didn't win, and if it won, I would have been like, really?
Yeah, but the thing, a lot of times, so we know this also happens. Campaigns. We know that if you don't campaign for your film, you're not going to win. So that right there, we know right there. We know right there that right there, that system, what I just said, we know that's true. So we can't know that's true and then also say that this is solely based on the
content of the movie.
Yeah, the content of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that movie was like, if I didn't ever see it, I wouldn't be bummed. You know, if someone said like, hey, I guess if I saw it in a theater, I'd be like, could have watched something else.
Right, right,
You
right.
know, there was moments that was good. You know, not to say the acting was bad, but
Yeah,
it didn't blow me away, huh?
who is it? Driver, Adam Driver,
That's a
Kylo Ren.
yeah, Kylo Ren and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
And that's why I was like, eh, eh, you know,
You know what I checked out, or like recently what I checked out,
Mm.
because nothing's coming out, right?
Yeah,
And so I finally saw Onward. Um,
Onward
yeah, I thought that
was
was pretty.
good.
I thought it was pretty good.
That one made me tear up. Not gonna lie.
Did it really?
Yeah, dude.
At the end
So
part,
that,
where
yeah,
the dad, it's tough.
yeah, dude.
Isn't it tough? Like when you're
So
now
so
and you're like
well, yeah.
uh,
So here, okay. So here's a couple things why, right?
mm,
And again, I'm gonna sound like I'm reaching into my emotional bag right now, right?
yeah,
I have two boys, right?
okay,
It's about two boys, okay? Two
yeah,
young boys who lose their
yeah,
dad, right?
right,
I'm thinking like, damn, dude, what if my kids lost me? You know, that would fucking suck, right?
right,
On top of that, right? That's a layer, right? On top of that, I go in a little deeper. I lost my dad when I was 4, right?
yeah. I'm
Didn't
sorry,
get to
like
have.
this movie is just like not your
I'm
movie.
just saying, didn't get to have these conversations, right? So like, I
No,
had these thoughts, like, man, like that's sad. And it's one of those like it's crazy because like my wife is not big on cartoons. You know, she could just labels them cartoons, right?
yeah,
Which they are.
a lot of
You
people.
know,
They are cartoons.
yeah, but they're movies.
Some are yes, and yeah, and they're trying to relay a story, and
Exactly.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. With acting with a voice versus
And
real
now
people
it's
or
and
real
now it's
acting.
crazy the way they do the voiceovers and all that.
Yeah.
So
But you know, I told her, I'm like, she's like, really? That's that? I'm like, yeah, because at the end of the day, whether this is with real people or voice actors of real people, you know, it's true. Like pieces of it can be put into your life.
well, it's
You
still
know?
relaying an emotion. It's like
Exactly.
on an emotion.
Yeah. Not having a parent is one of the hardest things, you know, for
Well, I
people
was
to
gonna
go through.
say that I felt it, but that movie, I'm just a parent, so that's how I felt it. But like
Yeah.
for you, it's like
Yeah.
oddly
Hit me.
relatable.
You know, you have two boys. Imagine you died. Oh, your dad died when you were 4. You didn't really get to talk to
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
him.
I was even thinking about it too. I was like, oh man, like Patrick probably, you know,
How dare you?
because I was thinking, because I was like, man, this is great. This is getting me, and
Yeah.
I have 2 girls, you know,
Yeah.
and
Dude, I
then
was watching it with my son and like
oh,
my older son, and I was just like, you know, and he's just like watching it and he's like, why is he sad, Papa? I'm like, because his dad died. You know? I'm like, don't look at me, fucker. Don't look at me. What's wrong, Papa? Nothing. A draft hit me in the eyes.
oh my
Did you feel that breeze? No.
God.
Yeah. I'm like, did you just fart? That's why I'm crying.
No,
Yeah. But
that's
yeah, it was, you know, it was just, it got me.
no, I bet
Got me.
yeah, that's a
Son
crazy.
of a bitch fucking got me.
You know what's crazy is I was looking at Pixar. I have this Letterbox account, and
Yeah.
Letterbox is like a free account where you can like keep track of the movies that you've seen and stuff like that. It's for free. I don't even go on it really that much, but I was looking at like Pixar after I saw Onward. I was like, oh, where would it fall? And it actually kind of falls kind of low, but not because it's bad. It's just Pixar is such a like the level of movies they make.
Yeah, they have
Everyone
such a
just
good
makes
ones.
such
Yeah.
good movies. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That like a movie like Onward was such low on my list, and I was like, I feel like it doesn't reflect how I feel. Like if I was to
Yeah.
tweet it out or something, people would be
Someone
like,
will be like, oh, he didn't like that.
yeah, you hate
Yeah.
Onward. I'm like, dude, no,
Yeah.
I probably only don't like 1 or 2 Pixar movies.
Yeah. It's just so many good ones that it's, yeah.
Good ones, dude.
For me, that goes on a little bit of the higher list because
Of
of
the
yeah, the
relatable.
theme, right? You know, just like, ugh.
We should work
Um,
on a Pixar rank list and see.
we should
I'll
actually, yeah.
send it to you to see what you think of it.
Yeah.
You'll see what I'm talking about with Onward. I think it could be a little higher, maybe like
Yeah.
2 or 3 movies higher.
Well, before you send me it, let me do my picks.
Oh, dude, there you
Because I
go.
don't want yours to what is it, persuade mine.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because I might be like, oh, I didn't look at it that way. You
You're
know,
right.
like, oh, yeah. So
You're right.
no, but that's definitely something. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Damn fucking movies.
They're
I
crazy.
think also I have like a lot of fucking emotional baggage.
Yeah, yeah. They got a lot of stuff in you. These fake awards affect you. These
Yeah, man. I'm all
cartoons.
fucked up.
You're an adult and cartoons affect you. Like
Right?
weird, man. Weird.
Damn, dude. Hey, speaking about cartoons that are sad,
Mm.
Land Before Time.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I saw that recently and I was like, ooh, that's fucking sad.
So my kids recently saw, no, not that one. Yeah, but Land Before Time, that's classic, right?
But there's a part in that movie that I think hits really hard is the part where he sees his mom after she's already dead. He sees her and she's mom, and he
Yeah,
runs and it's just the
cloud.
dinosaur.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cloud.
dude.
Oh, dude, come on. Oh, man. And that leaf he's trying to keep alive the whole
Yeah,
time. Oh, dude.
dude. These movies are fucking heavy, man. You
Dude,
just don't.
especially the cartoon movies of that era that weren't Disney. So
Yeah,
the cartoon movies that weren't Disney were kind of heavy, like Anastasia. Do you remember that movie?
I remember the name. I don't remember seeing it though.
Dude, it was kind of heavy. It was like about Rasputin and like
Oh shit. Well,
weird.
dude, Mulan is fucking. It's kind of deep there too, dude.
Move on. Yeah, Ferngully.
No, Mulan.
Oh, Mulan. Yeah, Mulan.
Yeah,
Was great.
that's just yeah.
Yeah,
Fern Gully. Fern Gully's hard too.
Mulan, if you think about it, has the highest kill count of any Disney character. I mean, you know what I mean?
The fucking murder savage.
Dude, she with one shot kills a thousand. It had to be 1,000, more than 1,000 guys. You know, she's a gangster. She's a gangster. I don't know. I wasn't like I loving the movie. I liked the movie. I remember watching it, and I was like, oh, this is all right. And that scene. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? She just decimated an entire army with like one shot? No, that's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. As a kid, you're just looking at it. You're just looking past it, you know? I mean, you're looking at it like this close. But as an adult, you look back and you're like, dude, this shit's fucking crazy.
No, but I thought when I was a kid, I thought that the second that shot happened where I was like, she starts going for the right when she starts going for the missile, I already knew. I'm like, dude, she's going for an avalanche. But the second when she starts darting for it, that's when I was like, oh, no way, she's doing it. And then she grabs it, the freaking like, oh man, that whole scene.
Well, yeah, like if you've played video games, if you've played video games and just know about that kind of stuff at that age, you're like,
then you have that feeling, right? And that feeling, oh, I gotta make it behind the car. Oh, it's getting funny.
But what I'm saying is also like fucking a more recent one, because you were talking about Land Before Time, but a Good Dinosaur, right?
Oh man, so that one is like when I looked at other Pixar lists, like that one is very low. But I personally, again, maybe because I'm biased because I'm a parent, and the first get you in the first 5 seconds, and then the movie. But like right in the first 5 minutes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But I haven't said what they do, but they get you.
No, we probably should have said spoiler alert before.
Spoiler already, but I thought The Good Dinosaur was pretty good. I know I saw it with a family member at the time, and he was saying that, you know, he's a teacher, a kindergarten teacher. He thought the trippy scene, you know, a little weird, and he was like, yeah, that didn't sit well with me, and it was kind of weird, like some of the themes of it. But I thought it was really good. I thought the whole time I was kind of in it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
Have you seen that one with your kids? Have your kids seen that one?
They liked it. I took them to the theater to watch it with.
Okay, so this is the crazy part because like Amy was talking, like I was watching it, right, and my wife was watching it, like pieces of it, right, and she was watching pieces, and then dude, like my kids, like, where's his dad?
Oh yeah,
and I'm just like, because it's like PG, right? It's not G. It's fucking, and so I was like, oh shit, because in the beginning, the fucking dad gets swept away,
right,
and you're just like, oh shit. And then he's like, where's the dad? I'm like, oh, he went to swim. He'll be back. And when they show him thinking like, oh, look, that's my dad. And he's walking. That was a crazy scene because you know his dad's not there.
Yeah, you know it. And
he's walking. And then he just disappears because the kid knows like, fuck, you're not here. How do you explain that like to a 3-year-old?
No, and you can't. That's why like Kira, she was watching it and she definitely that got her, but she's very empathetic, so like she feels, you know, she'll say like I don't like sad parts, you know, even though she's like, I know stories have to have sad parts, but I just don't like that, you know, that feeling of, she feels too much for that person. You know, even she gets it. I could see it. She's holding it back.
Yeah. Yeah, my kid was just asking questions, and I'm like, I can't give you these answers.
No, I mean, she's too old now. She's too old now to. She realized she knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's not. He's just asking. I was able to fool him. I'm like, he went out. He'll be back.
Okay, so here's a question: did you like Onward better or Good Dinosaur better?
Onward.
You liked Onward better.
I think I'm biased because it could relate to, it connected a little harder.
Right, I have to look at the list. I don't remember.
Actually, no, because see, the same thing is a dude lost his dad.
Yeah, his dad. It's the same way. That one's more you, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think I was able to look in two different perspectives for the other one. Like my kids, their perspective of not having me, and then me not having my dad growing up, right?
Pixar, man.
Yeah, so yeah, at the end of that one, like, fuck, the dinosaur's gone.
No, that would be cool having like a little Pixar list or Pixar.
Yeah.
See who thinks which movie's the best. What's your favorite Pixar movie? What's your favorite one?
See, I literally would have to check.
Yeah, right, because there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it would be Toy Story.
I would say it's in between.
It's not Toy Story. It's
Incredibles or Toy Story. Like
Incredible 1?
1 or 2? Okay.
I haven't seen part 2 still.
Yes. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I still haven't seen part 2.
Okay, so the reason
I wasn't a fan of Incredibles.
What? Wait, what? Wait, we can't talk about this then.
I'll rewatch it, but I remember seeing. I remember watching it and being like, "That was cool." But
no, okay. So yes, I agree with you. So I watched it in the form of like a comic book fan.
Yeah.
And so for me, it had all the concepts of that age, the Silver Age, and I was all about it. So I'm a little biased, but in watch Incredibles 2.
Well, let me watch 1 again because I don't remember even being enthralled with like it being related, like comic relatable. Because I get the concept, even thinking about it right now, but I can't remember anything about it to be like.
You know what Incredibles is? Incredibles is the Fantastic Four movie that we all have needed for a long time.
That's that's what it's the family, that superhero family.
Exactly. And Fantastic Four being the superhero family, and then Incredibles really following up on that and doing, I don't know, I thought they did a really good job, at least conceptually. And so this is what my thing is about Incredibles 2. Sure, it could be argued that it's not as good because they mimicked a lot of stuff. There's like a lot of stuff beat from that they kind of like
try to make for the new generation.
But I liked Incredibles 2 more because they, like Incredibles, I looked at it and I was like, man, that's cool. I almost got put in that era, and I feel like I looked at it and I was like, man, this is interesting going back in that kind of style, right? I like that. But then with Incredibles 2, they took that and then
expanded it
up. And you see way more, and then you see who you really want. Like, I like Mr. Incredible, but Elastigirl is like a cooler character, especially fighting and stuff. She's not just strong. She can do so many more things with like, doors and stuff. Is more interesting, you know? So like, I don't know, you get more Elastigirl. Who else did you want from Incredibles? You're like, oh man, that's really cool, but we didn't get enough. Who was that? Frozone.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, Samuel Jackson.
Who else? Jack. All the characters that you wanted the most that you like kind of see in Incredibles. In Incredibles 2, they get way more screen time. So for me, Incredibles 2 is probably my favorite Pixar movie. If not, it would be a Toy Story movie. So like Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 3. It's between those three films.
Yeah.
Toy Story 1, 3, and Incredibles 2 are like my top. Those are my favorite Pixar movies for sure.
Okay. Well, see, we're already differing. We're already. Yeah, because I mean, even when I see part 2, I mean, I'll have to see part 2, but I'll watch part 2. I'll watch part 1 because I want to see both of them.
Watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about how they took concepts
and it's just expanded on the idea.
Put different characters in it, and then just amped it up, and just they gave us more powers, more.
So it's like a soft reboot almost.
Almost like what did you want to see that you were like, wait, I wanted to see more?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember the movie.
Oh, dude, watch
That's
it.
why I have to watch part 1 first.
And you'll
Yeah.
see what I'm talking about. We got it, but we wanted more
Yeah.
superhero versus super villain fights.
Yeah, I remember that kind of being
You
lacking.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything we wanted a little bit more of Incredibles that we got like, oh, that's a cool concept. Just wanted more of that. Incredibles 2 does
So
that.
this is more like a 2.0 then,
That's what I thought. I remember reading a lot
or
of
1.5.
Yeah, I remember reading a lot of reviews and people not liking it because it was
Yeah.
like, man, that was the same movie. And I was like, no, yes, it beat for beat it was, you know, yes, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
The beats follow the same, but man, how come I was way more entertained? I feel like they just gave me more of the characters I wanted and more cool sequences. You know what I mean?
All right, well, I'll check them out.
But yeah, I mean, you have to see them if you want to rank Pixar movies.
No, for sure. Yeah, I think those are the only ones I'm missing.
Oh, dude, I think Incredibles 2 right now is not on Disney. It's going to Disney, but it's on Netflix. And then Incredibles 1 is
on Disney.
Yeah. Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Disney Plus. So.
At least right now.
I have both of them. So, yeah.
No, that would be cool. Yeah. But I'll send you the Pixar thing and see how different we are or whatever. But, I'll wait till you send me yours first.
Yeah, because we already differed right now. But
Yeah. That's cool. But, yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like that was a great episode. We should probably cut it soon. No? Cut it now?
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to me?
I don't want to talk to you, bro.
That's
I don't know. I feel like we've kept these people on for freaking hour or longer, you know?
It's cool. I have some onward crying to do.
Yeah, go watch the movie so we can give these people some content, bro.
Right? Yeah, I'll fuck with those movies.
I don't know. I'm excited to be back on. That's why I'm like, I know it sounds like I'm excited to be back on. Let's cut it. But
see ya.
I don't know. I feel like we had a smooth episode. You know, like just keep them pumping out. You know, I don't know.
Okay. Fine then.
You can cry about Onward, and then you can cry about our friendship.
And the show no one asked for.
And the show no one asked for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
We'll cut it.
But all right, guys. I don't know. That was a fun episode. Tell us what you think about Pixar. What's your favorite Pixar movie? What's your worst Pixar movie? Do you like
how much you love Insure?
Huh?
How much that you love Insure?
How much Patrick or Saga is a weirdo?
Dude, in the comments, if you like Insure, if you've tried it, if you haven't tried it, then don't fucking comment. But if you tried it and you like it, if you don't like it, comment. But at least comment if you've tried it.
How about this? Don't validate whatever he just said with any type of comment.
Trust me, they're fucking delicious.
No, actually, I can't really. I don't know. I'm sure.
Try one. I'll send you one.
Exactly, and I'll have to apologize.
I'll send you one. It has to be cold, obviously, but they're fucking good.
All right. But all right, guys, that was episode 612. I'm Daniel.
613.
613. You're right. You're right. See, we're already off. Got to
go back in time. But yeah.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Saga MC.
This is a show no one asked for. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, join the conversation. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Later.